Hi. So I wanted to make a secondary video comment to my grief video on YouTube now. Um, I don't think I mentioned, where does grief sit in your body? I think that's what's important, is figuring out where grief sits in your body. And for me, it sits in my chest area, and that's why I mentioned the respiratory kind of like difficulty breathing when you're in grief. And that may hold true for a lot of individuals. And so grief has a funny way, especially when we don't allow ourselves to process it and to sit with it. It just makes it really difficult to allow air in and to exhale. And that's because a lot of times when we have lost a loved one or someone we cared about, either they left this life or we lost them in this life, and like a friendship, we hold a lot of that inside, and then it kind of like turns to fear and anger and all these spaces where our breath is not allowed to go deep down into our diaphragm. And so a lot of times we breathe and our air stops here in our chest area. And so I wanted to ask, where does grief sit for you in your body? Where do you feel it when you are grieving, when you are in that space? Think about where that sits for you and find ways to breathe through that, to allow yourself to, it's kind of like bringing your awareness back to that space, and not necessarily having to relive the reasons why you are in grief, but just so that you can, I don't know, just sit with it. I feel like a lot of us are so afraid to sit with those emotions, but if we allowed ourselves space to just be there, you can like cry with it, you can laugh with it, just enjoy the memories of what was. And slowly but surely, like, the healing takes place, and the healing takes place as soon as you call it in. The healing takes place as soon as you're actively choosing to be there, not only in that moment, but to be present in right now, in this moment, in choosing to watch this, and choosing to sit here and listen. So if you can, find out where that is in your body, and then go back to the video and sit with the meditation that I left for you there. And if you want more guidance on how to work through grief, you can always hit me up, okay? Or leave a comment. All right, have a beautiful night, and I hope to see you all soon.